Hello world, so today I'm doing a review on Unit 10 and how my journey kind of went. At first I really liked the look of Arden because that was the first open day I went to, and then I went to the Edge Hill open day, and from what I saw, Edge Hill was my first choice. I think the thought of like getting out of town and just moving away, and also students really sold it to me. They're the only open days I actually went to, so I had all of them, and then I applied for IC Theatre in Chester. Now IC Theatre haven't actually got their own campus in Manchester yet, basically, because they're based in Brighton, so they didn't have an open day, and Chester was just a bit far, so I didn't go. And I also applied for UCLan. My first audition was Edge Hill, I believe. And at first we started off with dance. We did a warm-up, and then we also worked on free counterveit, I think it was. It wasn't very difficult. I think the freestyle is what threw me off. And then we sang, and then did a bit of acting, and then did a writing piece. I really enjoyed it. I think it was the students that sold me more than anything, because I actually went around to student accommodation afterwards, and honestly, they sold it to me. I really enjoy my day there. Audition at Chester, it went quite well. I found it really difficult. The dancing was very difficult, but I really enjoyed it there. I didn't think I would, and they only accepted 20 people per class, so it was pushing me as well, because they didn't take very big classes or year groups. I didn't expect to enjoy it so much. I think one of the biggest things there as well was the singing, and their singing tutor, she works on the science behind the voice as well as the performance side of the voice, so she had a lot to say. Overall, my day at Chester was really good, but I didn't think I'd get in. My audition at IC Theatre was quite a wild one. I can't remember the building that we went to. I think it was called like the Exchange building or something in Manchester. It was lovely. It was really nice. I did say that that's kind of the inspiration they want to take for their studios, which is even cooler, because we got a bit of an insight of what we'd want, because obviously they've not got the campus yet, so I don't even know where we'd actually be based yet in Manchester. Now, I'll tell you this, it was hard. IC Theatre was very difficult. Tutors just kept selling it to me more and more. And the biggest thing as well with the tutors is the fact that they don't want you to just go into the industry after you've gotten your qualifications and not know what to do. They prepare you for what to do afterwards. They give you that support afterwards. And I didn't realise that was such a massive problem until they told us about it. So the tutors 100% sold it. A lot of them are still in the industry. I think looking at the social media accounts of BIM and IC Theatre inspired me, honestly. So I did my monologue, and I got really good feedback. Now, IC was the first place I did a monologue. Edge Hill didn't want a monologue, Chester didn't want a monologue. And then I sang for them. That was my last thing I did. And then they asked me how I'd feel about having a place on the acting course rather than the musical theatre course. I told them that I was flattered and very confused and shocked, but musical theatre is the course that I want to do. And then it was just waiting for a reply. So in the end, I got a place at Edge Hill, I got a place at Chester, and I got a place at BIM on the acting course. The first time they rang me, they told me they'd give me a place on the acting course but a recall for musical theatre, which I didn't know they did. A couple of days before my recall audition, I got another phone call off Rosie from IC Theatre, and it turns out that there was a mistake and I have a place on musical theatre, so I got a place on acting and musical theatre. I feel like it gave me a lot more confidence as an actor, because I always thought singing was my strongest discipline, but it might turn out that acting is, and dance is still the weakest. So I didn't end up going to UCLan because I just knew by this point I already auditioned for Edge Hill and Chester, and I knew I just wasn't going to go to UCLan. So I withdrew my audition for UCLan and for the Arden. That was the number one place I wanted to go at first, because of COVID-19 and stuff. They were doing online auditions, and honestly, I had my heart set on IC Theatre. So I withdrew my offer, and I have taken my place at IC Theatre, which I'm really excited about, on the Manchester campus. I'd say I got the most help with my acting because we spent so many lessons on monologues, and if I didn't have the help of Roxanne on monologues, then I know for a fact I wouldn't have done as well. She did pick out the monologue for me, and she did give me feedback when I needed it, which helped, and I also got a lot of feedback off my peers. Another thing we did to prepare for auditions was Roxanne actually brought someone in from the industry. She had studied at Erdang in London, massive drama school, So we did mock auditions with her. I was meant to sing and act, but we only had time for one, so Roxanne asked me to sing. At the time I had a cold, so it went awful, and we did an interview, and honestly I just froze up. I was very, very shy, but I 100% believe that prepared me a bit more, because I know for a fact I was not that shy in my auditions. I can say I acted a lot more confident.